What's up guys, Romsicle here, and this is going to be the final build log of 2021, and it is by far my favorite. We're going to be building in the new NeoKeys Element G67, and the reason why I love this keyboard so much is because of the clean design. It's got a full anodized aluminum frame with a really nice navy color, nice angles all around, no extra edges, uses hex screws, has a separate USB-C daughter board with a rerouting cutout for the JST cable, and the only branding visible is inside the bottom case, the Element logo cutout, and that's just perfect. This keyboard also comes with foam for maximum sound dampening all around. So I am building with the hot swap PCB as usual, and it is a 65% keyboard, which is currently my favorite layout. This PCB has south-facing switches with RGB LEDs, 5-pin compatibility, and uses KL hot swap sockets. It also has underglow RGB LEDs, but unfortunately it's not going to be very visible on this keyboard. We also got ourselves a polycarbonate plate for flexibility and for a softer typing feel. Building this keyboard has been pretty fun with no surprises, so it was smooth sailings all the way through. All the cutouts were precise and the finish was immaculate all around. But putting on the 13 gasket foams was definitely the most difficult portion because I'm a perfectionist and I had to make sure everything was perfectly in line and inside the cutouts. But thankfully, there's a bunch of extra pour-on foam just in case you screw up. And even with my attention to detail, I still had to replace 2 of the foams because the clearance was barely enough to stick them down properly. But they all ended up nice and straight and I was happy with the application, and you can see the thickness of the foam that's going to have maximum gasket mounting performance. Next are the stabilizers, and I decided to use the C3 navy stabilizers with gold wires, and I added these dampening rings that I got from one of my Durox stab sets. They were lubed with Crytox 205 grade 0, and I made sure everything was evenly lubed so that when I did my stab test there would be no rattle. After screwing the stabs into place, they looked ridiculously good accenting the black PCB. I did screw up the audio recording though, so here's just me testing out the mods and hearing if any awful ticking was occurring. Moving on, the switches that I decided to use were the NovelKeys creams. Now these switches are not the smoothest out of the box, but after months of breaking them in, I can say that they're smooth enough and provide a more satisfying typing sound to me rather than just being very thocky like other linear switches. And now that we have all the pieces in place, all we have to do is connect the PCB, insert the case foam, throw some standoffs on the plate, put in the plate foam, put down the plate, screw them in with the PCB, and we can start my favorite part, which is pressing a single switch down and letting a beautiful sequence appear as the switches fall into their spots. It's basically complete at this point, so we gotta put the top case back on, screw it down nice and tight, and put in the keycaps. And of course, I ended up using my GMK Blue Samurai keycaps because they are awesome and they fit the color scheme perfectly. And there's absolutely nothing better than pressing a single keycap and letting the rest autofill into their spots, am I right? And bam, there you go, the NeoKeys Element G67 Navy Blue with NovelKeys creams, C3 stabilizers, and GMK Blue Samurai keycaps. This keyboard looks absolutely perfect to me. It's nice, it's clean, and it's simple, and I would not have it any other way. And I'll end this video off with a very satisfying typing test, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next year. Peace.